Hey, Kentucky, this is Matt Jones. Tonight, special guest co-hosts Dominique Hawkins and Derek Willis join us for Players Week. We're going to talk about the latest cat to turn pro, officiating in the NCAA Tournament, and you will get to see the Malik Monk interview that severe weather preempted. It's all next here on Hey, Kentucky. Welcome, everybody, to Hey Kentucky, presented by Wendy's and Sullivan University. It is Players Week, and tonight we're trying something new. Two co-hosts, former players, UK players, seniors, Derek Willis and Dominique Hawkins. Guys, are you ready to host a television show?
I'm ready.
I think you got it. Derek?
Yep, that's a bet, yep.
Let's get started. Now, we're going to start with a look back at the NCAA Tournament, where upperclassmen dominated the Final Four. Junior and senior stars for North Carolina made key plays in the championship game, a much different scenario from just 2 years ago when true freshmen led Duke to the title, and Kentucky had a number of one-and-dones as well. The past two Final Fours have been dominated by experienced players. Today, their sophomore teammate Isaiah Briscoe became the fourth cat to declare for the NBA draft, and the question is, this will be another quick guide to go to the pros from UK. So I got to ask you guys, seniors, what do you think? Dom, do you think you need seniors to win a national championship?
I do believe that you need seniors. You need guys that's been through it. And freshmen, they never been in the NCAA tournament, so the run that they're making, they're probably going to be really nervous about it and need a backup.
You all made it to the championship game your freshman year, and it was almost all freshmen that were playing, and it did feel like to me maybe you were a little bit nervous in the championship game. Am I right?
Yes, I feel like we was all really tight. It was our first time playing a national championship game, and we never been on a big platform like that before.
I know you're going to take up for seniors probably as well, Derek. Do you think a good title team's got to have one?
I think so. I think it's just a big part of the experience, and you learn so much in college basketball. Unless you're like a EYBL player, somebody's playing in like elite league where you have coaches that play basketball, then I mean you really don't get that kind of experience. So I think definitely the extra years help.
You guys were leaders, but sort of soft-spoken. But do you think a team with, say, a senior can have a freshman as a leader, a guy that just comes in? Is that possible?
I feel like it's possible, but it's very rare. I feel like for a freshman to be a vocal leader and lead by example, you don't see that much.
Best leader you played with when you were here?
Best leader I played with, oh my gosh, I had to say Tyler. I throw Tyler out there. I mean, he understood the game, all the science of it, down to just the best. And
Tyler was pretty good at it. I might go with him too. Now we're going to stay with the tournament, as the officiating during it has come under a lot of scrutiny throughout. Right up until Monday's championship game, fans, coaches, and the Twitterverse erupted over what many thought were ticky-tack calls by referees. Now, the UK-UNC game, of course, prompted criticism, including one referee in particular. There was backlash. We all agree that they went overboard. But, guys, you play in these games. Maybe without calling any referee out specifically, do you think the officiating in college basketball needs to get better? I'll start with you, Derek.
Oh, without a doubt, it's horrible. I mean, all refs.
Tell us what you really think.
All refs suck, and they know it, and they do. Like they're all bad, and it's part of the game. They're never gonna make the right call. But I mean, if that many people are saying, like, talking about that on social media and all that, I mean, if you see a guy stealing something, and what are you gonna think he's borrowing it? And like, I mean, it's not rocket science. You see the fouls, like they're fouls. So I don't get it. I mean,
yeah, I feel like it does need to get better. There's definitely some calls that they shouldn't call, and just let the play keep them playing.
Do you think the Carolina game was particularly bad? A lot of fans, and I'll even say me, especially in the first half, it felt like it was particularly poorly officiated. Did you guys feel that way playing?
I definitely felt that way. I felt like we wasn't getting any calls on our side, and they was getting everything, any tic-tac like call.
I mean, I didn't go back and watch the game or anything, but I mean, we had 4 or 5 of our stars on the bench with 2 fouls, and it was probably like the 8 or 9 minute mark, I think. So I mean, it's just like it don't add up.
Does that change the way you play when something like that happens? Does it get in your mind at all?
Oh, definitely. It doesn't make you aggressive enough on defense. You feel like you're just gonna foul on any opportunity you just touch another guy.
See, they know what they're talking about, and they agree. The rest were bad. Now, the recent change in coaching at Indiana has prompted talk of renewing the rivalry between the Cats and the Hoosiers. Archie Miller is John Calipari's cousin, and Kentucky has wondered about potentially another matchup with them in the future. Now, right now, all we know about the schedule next year is that Kentucky will play Harvard, but they also play Kansas and UCLA in the Champions Classic and the CBS Classic. But these guys play. I always am interested in who the players want to play. So let me ask you, if you all could pick outside of the SEC teams you would like to see Kentucky play year in and year out, let's start with you, Dom. Who would you like to see the Cats play?
I would say Duke. I know it's like an old school rivalry, and I never really got to play against them. We played them once and won. But I like to see Kentucky continue to play Duke.
Wouldn't you like to play a game at Cameron Indoor,
Oh,
right?
definitely. Atmosphere there looks insane, and I would love to experience.
Duke refuses to play Kentucky in a home and home, and I think that would be the biggest game of the season in college basketball. Derek, who would you like to see him play?
Yeah, that was actually a really good pick. I think definitely Indiana thing would be cool. Kind of bring that back. Duke would be good. UCLA, UNC, Kansas, any of the big teams I definitely would like to play.
Do you guys get up more? I mean, players like to say, "Oh, every game's every game," but now that it's over, don't you get up more for those games against the big name teams?
Oh, definitely. Everybody want to see basically big major games against Duke and North Carolina. I feel like everybody gets up just to watch that game as well.
Yeah, I mean, they got to. The Kentucky schedule next year, they're going to be so young. I don't know who they're going to play. May not be as tough as it's been in past. A new poll in Kentucky shows support is growing for a comprehensive statewide smoking ban in the Bluegrass. The latest Kentucky Health Issues poll shows the number of those in favor of a ban covering all public buildings in the state grew to 71%. After 3 years, it's 66%. It was 54% in 2011, and in 2000, it was only 30%. So it has over doubled in the last 17 years. Guys, would you be in favor of a statewide smoking ban in all public buildings? Derek?
Yes. Without a doubt. It smells horrible. It's not good for you. You waste your money. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could save lives potentially. So.
Look at you with the saving lives. I agree. Dom, do you agree?
I agree. Secondhand smoke, I'm pretty sure people would basically not like it, and they would probably want to tell that person to quit. But if it's not public smoking, then they're allowed to do it. But I believe they shouldn't be able to public smoke.
See, why can't these guys be in charge? That's that. Well, if you all were, I think it'd be a lot better. Now we want to remind you, you can get an autograph from Derek and Dominique. Their tour continues tonight. It is at Barleycorns in Cold Springs in northern Kentucky. They're going to be in Louisville tomorrow night at St. Matthew's Mall at 6:45. That should be a big one. Ashland Saturday. You've got Florence Sunday, Pikeville Monday, Hazard Tuesday. You're going everywhere. There's your schedule. You can also check it on KentuckySportsRadio.com. Go see them. They're as nice as they seem. Now, up next on Hey Kentucky, we're going to show you the segment that was supposed to air last night but was preempted by severe weather. I challenged Malik Monk to a game of horse. I might have even taken him down. We'll show it next here on Hey Kentucky.